Well, last week we showed you what a top city planning expert said would be an easy, cheap, quick idea to make Harrisburg's Division Street much safer. Well, the city said it'll start holding many public meetings about what to do 2 months from now.
And that brought to mind another Harrisburg Street redesign project that was, quote, paused, State Street, which is where Seth Kaplan joins us from now live. Seth.
Yeah, live indeed, Valerie and Alicia, from the same street here in March 2025, which doesn't look so different from how it looked when we stood here back in April 2022.
It was revised so long ago, none of us even remember what it looked like.
Evelyn Hunt, who owns a building at 19th and State Streets, asked then new mayor Wanda Williams to stop a State Street redesign project devised when Eric Pappenfuse was mayor, just as it was starting. Everyone agreed cars zoomed along here too quickly, but Hunt worried the plan to address that favored what she considered to be an unnecessary bike lane at the expense of street parking. The city told PennDOT and a contractor to stop work immediately and told us a new plan would make State Street undoubtedly safer for pedestrians, several of whom, along with cyclists, had died along the stretch thanks to improvements like raised crosswalks accompanied by flashing beacons. Almost 3 years later, none of that. City Councilwoman Wanda Williams had actually voted along with all other council members unanimously for the plan. Mayor Wanda Williams then stopped.
This would be a short pause and one of the few months.
Cycling enthusiast Brandon Basom remembers the assurances.
So what I'm wondering now is, where are we at on that? Did we already pay this contractor?
We had actually asked that question last week. 3 years later, nothing's happened on State Street, and a lot of money was spent.
That was not money spent by the city of Harrisburg. That was money spent by the Department of Transportation.
I believe the city did pay a contractor, though, for State Street, correct?
PennDOT and the city came to an agreement to pay them for the work they had done.
Okay, but it was city money that went to, I think it was Kinsley or something.
Very small amount.
We later found out the amount, more than $162,000.
As a citizen and taxpayer, that makes me feel wonderful, yes.
The city tells us the project has stopped but could happen in the future. PennDOT says it'll be happy to do its part. Evelyn Hunt says it's not quite accurate to say the city did nothing.
They lowered signs, they came and painted yellow on areas here. They did do some trimming of the trees. I put a traffic signal here. I put a sidewalk up there around that corner so people don't have to get in the street when they're making that corner there.
Brandon Basom liked the original plan best, but he says the new plan, had it actually happened, could have been okay too.
Anything that makes it safer for pedestrians and bikes, students, the elderly, and makes it less of a speedway for cars is the goal, honestly.
They're going to have to go back out to the community because we don't remember what it was.
Brandon Basom just hopes Division Street, an even easier fix because you don't have to choose between travel lanes, bike lanes, and parking, doesn't suffer the same fate.
I think Division Street is a no-brainer. You're not taking away anything from anyone. You're just going to slow people down like they should, honestly, driving through residential neighborhoods.
And as of now, the first of, quote, many meetings about Division Street, Alicia, is scheduled for early May as we toss it back to you from here along State Street.
Seth, thanks so much for that follow-up.